Also in 1997, Jackie Brown premieres. A flight attendant with a criminal past gets nabbed by the ATF for smuggling. Under pressure to become an informant against the illegal arms dealer she works for, she must find a way to secure her future without getting killed. Directed by Quentin Tarantino, starring Pam Grier, Samuel Jackson, Robert Forster, Bridget Fonda, Michael Keaton, and Robert De Niro. I was in a rush to get to this.
We could do 80 shows about it. We could do a whole podcast about this and never stop talking about how great this movie is, Steve.
Yes.
Personally, to keep it brief, because we got a lot to talk about today, here are the things that I will say about this movie. It's the best Tarantino movie, flat out, in quality, pace. It's the best. It's my favorite. And it means a lot to the show because I would never have looked at this movie had Steve not shown it to me and made me fall in love with it when we were young kids in Bromfield. We watched this on a tape. I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
It's one of the best. Everybody in it kills it. Everybody. And I will accept nobody telling me anything negative about it. If we have a chat, if I will find you and I will make sure, like in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, that we take care of the nonsense, Steve, and the bullshit. All right?
Shenanigans will not be had. I remember seeing this with my dad, winter of 97, just right before the end of the year. It was at that point I realized Samuel L., that's my GOAT. And I never looked back. If there was any role for him to get best leading man, an Oscar for that, this is the one.
The thing about this movie and with him, it never feels like you're watching somebody act. You know what I mean? It feels like he's being taped as some guy that exists in the world. It's just so natural. And this, he looks wacky as hell.
Yeah.
He's got an insane style, but man, every second he's on screen there's some badass. That scene when he's got Chris Tucker in the trunk, he finally talked him into getting in there, Beaumont, and he puts those gloves on, hits that. That's why I feel like this movie is Tarantino's best. You know, he's a guy who I feel like people love that he combines music and visuals in like this really creative and like poetic way. And in this movie, it's not done overly. It's not done to like the detriment of the movie. Every time it happens, it's memorable and it makes so much sense that this guy made it. I'm just such a huge fan of the movie, Steve. And it has one of the most panty dropping soundtracks of all time. I got laid because I had Jackie Brown soundtrack on in the car, Steve. It happened.
I gave my heart and soul to you, girl.
Didn't I do it, baby? Didn't we do it, baby?
This is one of the many things I love about Quentin Tarantino. He throws old school guys a bone. Pause. But he saw Robert Forster at a restaurant. He was out of work for the longest, man. And he was like, look, read this script. And he just walked out. He's like, man, read this script. And Robert Forster was like, well, shit. He read the script and here we are, man. Max Cherry.
And to speak to how much Quentin Tarantino knew that he was the best person for that role, De Niro wanted that role, asked to have that role. And he's like, sorry. Tarantino's like, can't do it.
To De Niro.
Yeah, to De Niro, who, I mean, we saw how many things he just, I mean, in the 90s, he done his whole career. He's on top of the world right now. But his role in this is one of my favorite De Niro roles.
Same.
You know, he pulled it off. And I think this movie is it's a great caper movie. If you just want to watch that, it's a great love movie and like a tragic love story between these two older people who are kind of like at the same point of just, shit's not really kind of going in the way that they had dreamed their life is, and they're just like settling, Jackie and Max Cherry. And it's just like this crazy love story that's hidden in this caper movie too. I love it, dude.
It feels like a gun pressed up against my dick.
How many times do we say that?
It won't stop saying it. See, I get high at night.
Man, yeah, I just thought she'd give you some pussy or something, man. I know Melanie. She's gonna be Melanie.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't just slap her?
Is she dead?
Is she dead? Hey, man. Better back off, man.
I love that De Niro gets pissed off. Like, there's a signature De Niro mad at abroad move where he's like, "Oh, fucking." It comes from a real place. I feel like, Steve.
Very method.
Oh man, but yeah, dude, Jackie Brown will forever. It's my favorite movie, on top of being my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, which is saying something because he's made a lot of great movies that I love a lot. But I just feel like it's a perfect movie, man. And I'd love to debate club somebody that thinks otherwise because I got a lot of points.
And got a lot of punches.